I think the important question to ask any client is, in a house or a facility like this, is how many things are you having to mess with to maintain the level of comfortability that you're looking for in your own home? And the answer should be very little. The goal is that Artisan's doing that work for you. We're doing that thought process ahead to how is this house going to live, and the thought process ahead to how is this daycare going to be low maintenance for you to be able to do the job that you're hired to do. When I came onto the Fannie Battle board, one of the things I pointed out is that they were spending a lot of time, and the teachers as well, were spending a lot of time doing maintenance. It's just not a good use of their time. They need to be fundraising, they need to be organizing. And so that's how the construction project really got going, is what are some things that we can solve that will keep the teachers teaching, that will keep you, the executive director and the program director, everybody doing the job they're supposed to do, not the job that has to be done right then.
We really looked at, what were the most important things as far as priorities for us to make sure that the children and families felt safe in the building and that our staff were comfortable with the work that they do here. So we looked at, what would be our best options, and we already owned the building. We knew what the challenges with this building were, so we made the decision to stay here and address the challenges rather than trying to find somewhere else.
We've never worked on a daycare before. We've done lots of commercial work. The main goal is that the daycare couldn't close down, so we had to figure out a way for the daycare to stay up and running. Waterproofing was definitely one of the major components to the project. So the room we're standing in is currently the auditorium, and below this is a basement that was built in 1890, was never waterproofed. And the entire basement is just classrooms. We came in on the weekdays, closed down one classroom at a time, and rotated ourselves through waterproofing each classroom. In this room, there were, all the windows were very old. While they're really quite beautiful, they have an incredible high amount of cold transfer. So the room was colder and the room was also darker. We put new windows in with double-walled glass for heat transfer, and they all work so they can be opened if need be. And they bring a tremendous amount of light in the room, so all of a sudden the space that was kind of dark is now a lot more open and inviting.
Overall, appearance-wise, the building is looking better. And when they came upstairs and noticed the auditorium, I could tell in their faces that they even knew that something different and nice happened here, and they enjoy playing. And as far as myself, just with the safety concerns, especially with the leaking and kind of how the wall was a little falling apart. Now I know, as far as when they go over there to play, I know that it's a safe environment for them, and that's my #1 concern with them. So thank you for that. So yeah, it's very helpful.
For us, working with Artisan was a really great experience. They made sure that we really held to our budget as best we possibly could. They helped us look at alternatives if something popped up that we weren't going to be able to do the way we had originally intended. We've got a space that we're excited to show off again. We love having people in to show them the work that we do every day with the children and families, but it's even better when you can show off a space that that you're proud of, that you really do feel good about, and you feel good telling people this is where it's a great place to bring your children. So we want to make sure that everything we do is done with the best interests of the child and the family in mind, and Artisan has helped us do that.